Wellington, why do you do that?
Can I help you, sir?
No, I always have to do this myself. No? Get off it, Wellington, will you? God. Why do you feel so bitterly about hacks? You ever frightened by one or something? Give it up.
Tea, dear? You know, Auntie, I'll wager we're the only house in Sussex serving tea instead of cocktails at this hour.
Another advantage of wealth and position? And an entire page in Burke's period, my dear? We can do as we please.
Can we? I wonder.
Of course we can. And we do. And don't frown.
Was I frowning?
Yes, dear, you were. Don't frown. Dean. Well, you're with us. You can do as you please.
Aren't you boasting, Auntie?
Merely stating facts. Tea was served in this room before cocktails were ever even invented. About the year...
1662.
Or the latter part of 1661, perhaps. The year that Sir Wimple Burnell returned from the wars.
Beg pardon. Sir Crotchet Thompson, milady.
We are not at home. I know what he wants. He always wants to talk about money.
Afternoon, Beulah, my dear. Afternoon, Cecily.
Good afternoon.
Do sit down.
No. I regret the necessity of intruding business matters at this hour.
I knew it.
But the situation is desperate.
My dear Sir Crotchet, your situations are always desperate.
Not mine. Your situation.
Tea?
Thank you. Beulah, you're bankrupt.
See if you can find your father puttering about anywhere. I want him to share the pleasure of Sir Crotchet's call.
Oh, we'll just be here all day, that's all.
Father?
Oh, yes, sir?
The Crotchet's waiting in the house.
Quite. You know, we'll really have to order Wellington a supply of hats of his own to stand in. I'm running short. Oh, hello, Crotchet, old top. Having a spot of tea, huh?
Sir Crotchet has brought a most annoying bit of news.
All right.
He insists on having £10,000.
To save Twicket on topping.
Can't be getting from the Bank of England? Don't we take from them?
I've tried every bank on Threadneedle Street.
Don't they know us down there?
Only too well. I've done all I'm capable of. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I dare say a thought will come to us.
Usually does, you know.
Don't you understand? This is desperate. I'm at the end of my wits. I'm not sleeping well at nights. I turn and toss and go.
I know. Fuzzy taste in the mouth?
Yes.
Specs before the eyes?
Yes.
Liver, my boy. What that is, liver. All right.
It appears that we shall have to go to work.
Work? Work?
Yes. I can go to London and get a situation in a shop. Sales girl, you know.
Preposterous.
Not at all. Other girls do it.
Not Lady Renell's niece. Reginald, you are the male member of this family, are you not?
Yeah, I suppose so. Look, I've been thinking. I've got an idea. Well, it's a positive inspiration of one. Sure way of making money.
Oh, I'd be glad to hear it.
Oh, it's ridiculously simple. So you simply buy something at a reasonable price from someone, and then you sell it at an exorbitant price to somebody else, and just put the difference in your pocket. Well, the only objection is that we have no money to start with.
Auntie, are those flowers for me?
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry I forgot. Yes, they are. They're from that persistent young American, I expect.
What American?
Mr. What was his name, dear?
Dick Garfield.
Yes, Mr. Dick Garfield. He's the son of a millionaire who's in buttonholes or some of those silly businesses such as Americans enter.
I don't care what business his father's in. Dick's adorable.
Could that be the answer to your problem?
Sir Crotchet.
My dear, merely a suggestion.
Please, Sir Crotchet. Even if I did care for Dick Garfield, I wouldn't marry him now.
We might raise a bit of money on my blue diamond, and that's been in the family since 1492.
1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. By Jove, Columbus? America.
America? Why not?
Ah, yes, it's so remote.
America. Land of opportunity, rolling in wealth. I gather from the papers they never even heard of the Depression.
Of course, they wouldn't know.
In all the history of England, there has never been a Withers in trade. But in America, 3,000 miles away, no one would ever find out.
Splendid. I've always longed to be useful.
A very good idea. Goodbye, Beulah.
Goodbye.
And Reggie, don't forget to put the difference in your pocket.
Huh? Old spoofer.
Yeah.
Reggie,
Yeah.
Stop that munching.
Huh? No.
Won't you get it off?
This is an old game of
He
his.
always puts his foot in it like that.
Now you have made a mess of it. Why didn't you lift the horse's leg up?
How frightfully extraordinary. May I suggest that... Oh, dash it, Wellington, look what you've done. I say, my man, can't you lead him away?
He'll never budge, sir, when he's in a hat.
Oh.
It's the original Mad Hatter. Old game of his.
Oh, bah!
Kid Phillips. Here. Lady Gwendolyn McDougal.
Yeah.
Miss Snodgrass.
Yeah.
Mr. Richard Garfield. Here. Mr. Clarence Roland.
Yeah. Second class passengers, please answer to your name. Mr. George Bryant. O'Brien. Here. Olson. Here. Popolov. Here. Smith. What? No Smith? Mrs. Smith?
Yes, of course. Here.
Gangway, Miss Smith. I want to get a front seat for my boat.
What a nuisance.
That's all. Secure the boats.
What if there was a real fire and you didn't get here any faster?
Do I understand you, sir, that this ship is not on fire?
Yeah, it's just a drill.
A drill? Well, if I'd known that, I should not have attended.
Oh, yes, you would.
Oh, Cecily! Help me to remove this abominable contrivance.
Be careful, Auntie, you'll break something.
I'd like to break that impertinent officer's head.
I say, isn't that Lady Bonnell down there in the third class? I'm certain it's Lady Bonnell. My dear, I'd know that hat at a masquerade.
Let's go see.
Oh, nothing could stop me.
Thank you, dear. Now, is that on straight?
Can you tell me where I may find Lady Bonnell?
What's the matter?
When McDougal's on the stairway. I'm afraid she's hoarse.
I don't care.
Well, I do. Our family's been snubbing the McDougal family since 1066. I wouldn't have her see us here for the world. Come on, dear.
1 minute, I just got to get this off.
Do you mind if I look round?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Get out of my way.
Boy, did you look funny in that life preserver.
Get out of my way.
Nothing doing.
You imp, I'll show you with your...
Lady Bonnell.
Oh, it's Gwen McDougal. I fancy finding you down here. I don't think I know your friend.
Oh, Miss Snodgrass,
Lady Bonnell. We are just looking round.
So am I. Rather interesting, isn't it? Slumming. Finding out how the other half live. Trying to dissipate the ennui of a stupid voyage.
You must have been keeping yourself very exclusive lately. I didn't even know you contemplated a trip to America.
Well, you see, I'm trying to give my brother a surprise. He has been in America several months Business, you know?
Reggie? Business? Oh, I hope he's doing well.
Apparently. I should call that rather an imposing residence.
Rather extensive, I should say.
Can I be of any assistance, mademoiselle?
Oh, yes, officer. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Cecily.
Dick Garfield, this is a surprise.
Well, I don't doubt it. Say, haven't I some sort of an explanation coming? Leaving England, getting aboard this boat. I thought we were getting along rather nicely together.
Perhaps you're taking too much for granted.
Well, there's no answer to that, is there?
Would you mind letting me go?
So you can run away again? Oh, no.
Please, Mr. Garfield.
Mister, it was Dick the last time we talked.
Very well. Will you please let me go, Dick?
Sure, but I'm going along with you.
Hey, lady, can I borrow your spyglass? I want to scare my little sister.
A quaint little fellow. Quaint. What do they feed you down here, my little man?
You know darn well what they feed us down here, Miss Smith. The food's too...
I can't imagine why he should call me Mrs. Smith. Some fancied resemblance, I presume, to...
The village blacksmith.
Will you run away, darling? And I'll give you a bright new penny to spend. Dear, I don't seem to have any change of that £5 note that I can't give you.
Well, that'll do.
Well, it's only a £5 note. Shall we take a walk on
Oh, yes, do, let's.
Yes. Now, you give me that money back, you hear?
Why don't you let well enough alone? You have everything.
Everything but you, which I want more than everything. I know. I've got too much money. See, would it be any different if I were broke?
Why, Dick.
Well, I could have my dad disinherit me, and he wouldn't need much encouragement. He's been threatening to do it for years. What then?
Do you think I'd let you do anything so silly? And if you did, my answer would be just the same.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Goodbye, Dick. And good luck.
Now, my nice little man, you give me back that dirty old £5 note, eh? And then I'll give you a nice, bright new penny to spend, huh?
Fat chance.
Oh, you little... You give me back that money. You give me... You give me back that, you hear?
Hey, you get something here!
Give me that money. Are you there? Are you there? Evidently not. Cecily.
Have you found Father yet?
It appears that your father has moved. And with his customary foresight, he has neglected to leave any forwarding address.
Couldn't you find any Withers in the telephone directory?
Heaps of Withers. Here's an insurance Withers, an undertaking Withers, and a coloured Withers.
Any relation?
Why, I don't think... Cecily! Are you there? Information. What do you know? I mean, how does one get the telephone number of a person, providing that person has a telephone? What? What? Oh, the name. Yes, the name. Reginald Montmorency Withers. Withers. W, as in Withers, I-T, Withers. A part of a horse's leg. Thank you.
Put this card with those and send them upstairs to Miss Withers.
Yes.
What do you mean, telephoning me at breakfast and dragging me out of the house to meet you in a hotel?
Oh, take it easy, Dad. I just got off the boat.
Well, why didn't you come home?
Well, I had a very interesting trip.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Your interesting trips usually cost me money.
Oh, no, it isn't money. In fact, it's quite the contrary.
Oh, maybe you want to give me some.
No, nothing as radical as that. What I wanted, would it be too much to ask you to disinherit me?
What?
Oh, come on, Dad, be a good fellow. It's positively the last favor I'll ever ask.
Say, what is this, a trap? No, not until I consult my lawyer.
No trap, Dad. It's all on the level. You see, I'm in love.
Oh, yeah. You're in love. And you want me to disinherit you. Yeah, well, of course, that makes everything clear. But does she know about this?
She's at the bottom of it. You see, she won't marry me, Dad, unless I'm broke.
Why not?
Well, because she's broke, too.
I knew it. Intrigue. Well, you tell her for me that I refuse to lend myself to any of her schemes.
Oh, but Dad...
And not only do I refuse to disinherit you, but from now on, your allowance will be doubled. Oh. I'll show her.
Oh, but Dad...
Who is this woman?
She's the best, Dad. I want you to meet her. Her father has a title.
Oh, a title, eh? Well, is it clear?
Why, certainly.
Are you there? Come in.
Flowers for Miss Cecily Withers. The gentleman is downstairs.
Put them down over there, please. The Garfield reminder? He just won't be discouraged. Thank him. Did I hear you say?
No, I didn't.
No, but you thought it. I suggest that you should apply common sense to this affair, if there is such a thing in the Withers family.
Please, Auntie, you know how I feel about it.
Yes, but I just don't see your objections. Socially, he's acceptable, is he not?
Of course. His mother is a daughter of the Revolution.
Great grief. The old thing must be 156.
Auntie, may I run downstairs for a moment?
Sure. Trot along. I shall probably be dangling on the end of this wire for the rest of the afternoon. Oh. Did you say something? Oh. You can't give me the address unless I know the telephone number. And you can't give me the telephone number unless I know the address. You're very helpful. Hello?
Here she comes now. Hello, Cecily.
Hello, Dick.
Cecily, I want you to meet my father. Dad, this is Miss Withers, daughter of Sir Reginald Withers. Her aunt is Lady Barnell.
It all sounds frightfully distant, doesn't it?
Close from what I gather. Now, my son's been telling me...
I told Dad you refused, without thanks.
Very sensible of you, young lady. Sound judgment. My congratulations and approval.
No, I can't give you his address, and I can't give you his telephone number. But I can describe him to you perfectly. He's medium height, and he rides 12 stone, and his expression is pleasant, but vacant. And he has a horse. And his horse's name is Wellington. How stupid they are. They never do anything to help. Oh!
Oh, really, Wellington, that's a very silly thing to do, you know? Dear.
Wait a minute, dear. I'm coming. Wait a minute, dear. I'm coming. Just wait a minute. I've got him. Get out of my way. Hurry up. Come on now. All right, Reggie, I'm coming. Wait a minute, dear. Wait a minute. Reggie!
Auntie's been trying to get in touch with Father. But so far... Why, here comes Auntie now.
Get out of my way. I'm in a hurry, please. Out of my way. I'm up now, Reggie. I'm after a horse. Reggie! Reggie, dear. Reggie!
Is that Lady Bonnell?
Yes.
That's way. Driver. Strider, I want you to follow that horse and make good time. Hurry. Take the man. Go on. Hurry. Reggie.
Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta.
Well, I guess he shook us, lady.
In any well-regulated country, a motor should be able to overtake a horse.
Well, I ain't no cowboy.
Wellington!
You're too early, lady. You're too early.
I want to see Sir Reginald with us.
Well, why didn't you say so? Beulah.
Reggie.
Oh, yeah. How do you do, my dear?
So I've found you.
Oh, so you have. Well, come in, won't you? Take a load off your feet. Squatty boo. Oh, sit down, dear, won't you?
Thank you.
Yes. Now, tea, darling?
Tea? In the stable?
Yes, tea. I got you, Chief.
And now, Reggie, tell me, how have you prospered?
Not at all.
What? Why, you ride, you keep a stable.
No, dear. You see, the stable keeps me. At least that was my hope.
Now, don't tell me that you're a livery man.
Oh, no.
Tea. Thank you. That's whiskey.
Oh, you stupid fella.
Horses, desks, wickets indoors, and whiskey. Reggie, what does all this mean?
Well, you see, dear, it's really a sort of a club.
A club?
Yes.
A club?
Yes.
A restaurant? In a stable?
Yes, rather novel, don't you think?
May I ask if you in any way are connected with the management?
Absolutely clairvoyant old thing. I own the place.
You?
Yeah.
Running a pub?
A speakeasy.
I am speaking as quietly as my emotions will permit.
Perhaps a word of explanation might not be amiss.
A word? It will require a volume.
Oh, quite so, dear. Now, if you just listen to me a minute. You know, I find it extraordinarily difficult to raise money in this country. I've done everything I can. Well, listen to this now. Distinguished English gentleman will accept loan of £10,000 from responsible party. Now, I inserted that in every newspaper in town.
Any answers?
Not one. Extraordinary thing, isn't it? You know, my dear, I feel so much better now that you're here. You'll straighten everything out.
And not I.
Oh.
Serving victuals, a publican. You get rid of this barn as soon as you can.
Quite. Yeah, quite. Matter of fact, there's a fellow coming here this evening, fairly dripping with money. I never met him, but, his, Stevens, that's the name, yeah.
And he'll buy it?
Well, I hope so, yeah. But, of course, you'll help me, old dear, won't you, huh?
Oh, I suppose I shall have to.
Yeah.
Anything to get out of this intolerable situation. Why didn't you send for me when you felt your mind giving way?
Matter of fact, I did this whole thing for you and Cecily. Seemed to be an extraordinarily good idea at the time.
Hey, Nutty Bolton's outside.
You mean you're outside?
You entertaining?
Not very.
This is my sister, Lady Bonnell, Mr. Bolton.
Thank you.
Hi, lady. This is Keogh McCluskey.
These gentlemen are liquor salesmen, you see. They represent the syndicate.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, you'll learn, lady, you'll learn. Say, how about the money for that last order of schnapps?
Why should I pay for liquor that I can't sell?
Oh, I know. Business is bad all over. Now, your quota is...
What?
His quota. Every speaking club in this district has got to take so much liquor. That's orders from the big shot.
Yeah, the big shot.
Sorry to be so obtuse.
It's all right, lady. We can't all be thin. But our warehouses are full of this stuff. We got to get rid of it.
Why?
Before the 18th Amendment is repealed.
Yeah, repealed.
So how are us guys going to compete with the government? Them politicians will cut our throats. We got to work fast. Well, let me see. You owe us...
We can't pay.
Listen, lady, you don't have to pay all of it now. Just part.
No. We'll return you the liquor.
Oh, you'll return us the liquor. Well, you can't do that. We got too much now. We'll be willing to slice off a good chunk for cash.
No.
No.
We are definitely retiring from the business.
Folding up?
Retreating in good order.
Oh, retreating, huh? Now, listen. I hate to do this, see? But business is business. We all got to make a living. You foreigners can't come over here and take the bread out of our mouths. If the big shot doesn't see some dough by 10:30 tonight, it's going to be just too bad.
Yeah, too bad.
But why 10:30?
That's the time he told us to tell you. So long, lady. Think it over, buddy. Come on, Keel. $10:30 or else.
Or else.
It appears they'll return at 10:30, or else.
Or else what?
Well, I don't know, but they always say or else at the end of every conference. It seems to have some dire foreboding.
Are they all here, Ed?
Yeah, I called them all.
Take it easy. Boys, we've reached a crisis.
A crisis?
Yes, a crisis. Now, you all know I'm your pal. I put you in the big dough, didn't I? You're all satisfied, aren't you? I like to see all my boys happy. And I can see by the alert, intelligent look on your faces that you are. Can any of you mugs read?
Certainly.
Well, in case the print's too small, I'll explain the situation. Gentlemen, the government's going to muscle in on our racket.
I heard of that. You did? What do you mean?
If the government was run by anyone except grasping politicians, they wouldn't go through with the repeal of this measure. It means heartache, privation, hardship for hundreds of thousands of bootleggers, the blood and bones of the second largest industry in these United States. A wet Senate, a wet House of Representatives, 40 governors all wet. That's the jeopardy our business faces.
I'll take care of him.
Who?
The deputy sheriff.
Sit down. Listen to these figures. Besides a very expensive lease on this property, we have liquor in the warehouse worth $2 million. Besides that, our investment in steamships, sailing vessels, motorboats, trucks, taxicabs, $50,000 worth of machine guns and ammunition, making a total of $7 million.
Well, ain't that swell, Colonel? We're in the big dough.
Yeah, the big dough.
Boys, that's what the politicians want to take away from us. Our only chance is to move every drop of stock we have at prices that the customers can't resist. And it's up to you boys to see that they don't resist. I'll cut prices so that there'll be no competition. It's squarely up to you. And when you're out selling the customers, remember, it's for the sake of all of us. For our wives, our mothers, and our babies.
What do you want?
I want to come in.
Why didn't you say so?
Hey, put me at a table where I can see what's going on here, will you?
Yes, sir. Ed? Put this gentleman at that table in the corner. This way, please. Hey, Sappho, come here. We'll find out who that bird is or just sit down. I think he's a cop.
Okay, Tony.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you Mr. Stevens? No. Sure? Certainly. Well, why didn't you say so? We're expecting a guy named Stevens, but I guess you ain't him. Did you find out who he was?
No, he's too cagey. I think he must be a dick.
My dear boy, such a crowd. You must be a very bad manager to lose money with so many patrons.
Yes, well, things aren't quite what they seem, dear. Tony, explain the crowd.
Yeah, sure. It's the old razzle-dazzle, see? Phonies for the chump to lamp. Get it?
Is he talking English?
It's the build-up. These clocks, they're all shills, lady.
Lady? Well, that's one word I know.
We hire 'em at $1 a head.
A buck? A head?
$1 per person.
Yeah. They don't kick in anything for the chow and halki.
I really beg your pardon.
The food and the beverages are free.
That's the idea. Now, when this mug Stevens comes in, it looks like a lot of gravy. So we put the works to him and copies leather. Just the old gimmick.
The gimmick?
The gimmick.
The gimmick?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I begin to understand. All this is staged to impress the Stevens person when he arrives.
You got it.
That's very clever.
Yes, very clever. That's how it was sold to me.
Got a phone?
In the booth over there. I think he's a dick.
A detective?
Sure.
Yeah.
Rudy. Yeah, Stevens talking. Say, this place is a gold mine. Yeah, everybody's buying wine.
Supposing he's a detective. What of it? You've paid for protection, haven't you?
Protection? From burglars?
No, from policemen.
Huh?
I've always understood it was absolutely necessary in America.
Really? I never heard of it.
Perhaps it's not too late. Let's go and talk to him.
You mean apologize?
No. Explain to him that all this affluence is not real. Otherwise he'll want too much money.
Oh, right. Yes, right. I beg your pardon, man. My name is Withers. I'm proprietor of this place. My little sister. How do you do?
May we talk to you?
Why, sure. Sit down.
Thanks.
We want to cooperate with you, but we don't want you to get a wrong idea of the amount of business which is being done here.
No, you see, all these people here tonight, that's most unusual.
Yeah?
As a matter of fact, those people you see are supernumeraries, as it were.
I'd pay them to come here.
$1 a head.
Well, that's certainly very interesting.
Just the old gimmick. Get it?
I feel like you're going native on me. Now, officer, I'll draw you your check.
Officer?
Check? What? If you'll give me your name.
Stevens.
Stevens!
Steve.
Take a good look at it. The check with which I was about to buy your place.
Just the old gimmick, huh?
Are you sure this is the address we gave you?
Sure.
Looks like a stable.
There must be some way out of it. Let's think.
Well, what should we think about?
The way to recover the money you've lost. Think.
Well, what were we thinking about? I've forgotten.
I've got it.
Oh, thank heaven. Now we won't have to think anymore.
We'll close up this place, fumigate, redecorate, and reopen it as a respectable dining place for ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I say, well...
All we want to know is whether Lady Bonnell is inside.
Who wants to know?
I'm her niece. Sir Reginald Withers is my father.
Well, why didn't you say so?
When we do reopen this place, we serve no liquor.
Oh, I see, a speakeasy without liquor. It's a jolly good joke on the syndicate, what?
I was thinking more of our own self-respect.
Oh, I see.
And Cecily's friends.
Ah.
Good heavens.
What is it? What?
Cecily, young girl.
Do you see them?
Not yet.
Come on, we'll find them.
Let's pretend to be patrons. Her friends must never know that we have anything to do with this place.
Quite sure.
Tea, dear?
Yes, I think I'll have a spot. Yes.
Father!
Darling. Cecily. Darling. Why, how ravishing you look. Lovely. Oh.
Father, this is Mr. Garfield and his son Dick.
How do you do? How do you do? Mr. Garfield. My sister, Lady Bonnell.
Mr. Garfield.
Mr. Garfield, how do you do?
They've been showing me America all afternoon.
Very sweet of them, too. Shall we sit down?
Yes, do.
Thank you.
Sit down.
However, did you find this quaint little place?
Well,
A very shrewd American business person acquainted your father with it.
Quite, yeah.
I gotta get the boss's okay on this check. We've been getting a lot of, inner tubes lately.
Shall we dance?
Love to.
Now, you mustn't form your opinion of our country from a dive like this. These speakeasies are the curse of the nation. And the people who run them, scum.
Scum? Scum. Hey, is this check for $20 okay? Well, how about it?
I don't know the fellow. I can't endorse his check. Wait.
Well, why didn't you say so?
What were we talking about?
Scum, wasn't it?
Say, will you look at that?
Yeah, don't tell me. I know. It's an egg.
Egg? It's the grandfather of all eggs.
Well, that's why it looks so tired.
My good man, we are not at all interested in your egg.
Well, you ought to be. Say, aren't you...
No.
This man is intoxicated. Lead him out.
Go away.
Get going, get going, get going.
What a dreadful place.
Would it annoy you if I asked you to marry me again?
I'm enjoying this dance very much as it is. What time is it, Tony? My watch is stopped.
10:27.
What's wrong?
Plenty.
Typical American hospitality.
Hey, Chief. 10:30. Nutty Bolton.
Bolton. Oh, Bolty, of course, dear old Bolty. Oh, quite a bolt from the blue. Yes, to give a classical illusion.
Dr. Bolton from Oxford?
No, dear, Mr. Bolton from Brooklyn.
The dough, or else...
Fish wanna come.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I've been promising Bolty a lift for some time. He's been off the gold standard for some months.
Why don't you send him a check?
Well, he always raises them, dear. You have $500, haven't you?
Yes, of course. Of course, yes, Naturally, of course. Yes, of course. Will English banknotes do?
Oh, now, pardon me. You know, as a practical businessman, I hate to see you lose so much. Present rate of exchange is against you.
It is.
Would it be presuming on too short acquaintance if I... well, now, it's only $500.
Oh, no.
You know, they call me a wolf in business, but I'm a lamb with my friends.
You can't go. No, we
I insist.
Oh, well, you are a good fellow.
Well, folks, this concludes the half-hour of dance music coming to you through the courtesy of Sir Reginald Withers, the owner of the unique club Little Twicket on Topping. This is the first of a series of broadcasts sponsored by Sir Reginald Withers. Don't forget, folks, Little Twicket on Topping. Admission by card only.
So, English nobility, eh? Speakeasy owners, bootleggers,
Come.
No, crooks!
No.
Oh, I say to kill.
Oh, be careful, nothing. I'm adventurous. Fortune hunters. Throwing that girl at my son's head.
No.
Trying to marry a moth-eaten title of good, clean American money.
Wait a minute. What's the argument?
Show this gentleman out.
Did you say show or throw?
Out.
You...
I didn't say so.
How take your hands off me? How dare you?
Get going. Excuse me.
Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry.
But, Father, how could you do such a thing?
Don't worry, my dear. When we've got rid of this place, you and I will go home. And we'll leave your father here in charge of a psychiatrist. You're not eating anything, dear. You're hopelessly in love with that Garfield chap, aren't you?
Oh, good if I were. After last night.
The episode was disturbing. Very. But that was yesterday. Today's another day.
There's no sense in fooling ourselves, Auntie. He's the son of a millionaire. Good-looking and rich enough to marry any girl in the world. What are we? With our debts and our unsavory business.
I should have managed better.
Oh, I'm not blaming you, Auntie. Or anyone else. It's just that it all seems so hopeless.
We shall pull through, dear.
Auntie, are you awake?
Father, I don't want him to see me like this.
Morning, Beulah.
Morning.
Ah, breakfast, I see. Where's Cecily?
In her room.
Mr. Garfield been telephoning.
Which one? Father or son?
I don't know, he didn't tell me.
We're in a rotten mess, Reggie.
Oh, I don't know. I've just been interviewing the interior decorator.
Must you munch that so noisily?
You can't eat dry toast quietly, you know.
What did the interior decorator have to say about things?
Said he'd redecorate the entire thing. Make it look like new. Oh, wow. That's what he said it would be.
And how much is this wow going to cost?
Mere bagatelle? $2,100.
$2,100 just to get us deeper into the mess.
Your liver acting up today, old thing?
Do you realize what all this means to Cecily?
Cecily?
The end of her romance. The child is heartbroken.
Oh, young Garfield. Oh, I see. Oh, my fault. Dragging him into this. Give my right arm to him. Fix it up.
Shut up!
You'll pardon me, sir, but I was sorry to hear of your little difficulty last night.
Who told you about it? It's not in the paper, is it?
Front page, sir.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Egg, sir?
No.
Coffee, sir?
No, nothing.
I hope this notoriety hasn't upset you, sir.
You hope it hasn't upset me. You hope it hasn't upset me. You hope it hasn't... you...
No, I do not want Lady Bonnell. I want Miss Cecily Withers, daughter of Sir Reginald Withers.
Sir Reginald Withers. Cecily Withers. Well, there'll be no communications with those people over this phone.
But Dad...
Oh, shut up. What's the number of their hotel?
You can't get them. I've been trying.
What is the number?
Rector 25626.
Rector 25626.
I'm not interested.
Will you...
Well, who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Mr. Garfield.
Garfield?
Yeah. I saw that photograph of you in the paper this morning. Pardon me, I just felt like a bit of toast. Oh, you look better than you did last night.
Let me speak to him. Mr. Garfield, you there? Oh, stop sputtering. Lady Bonnell speaking. We wish to inform you that we consider your son's attentions to Miss Withers embarrassing and objectionable to both Sir Reginald and myself.
My son? Objectionable?
Exactly. He'll stop munching.
Oh, good. That was a jolly good bit of toast.
We've done our best to tolerate your free and easy American manners, but after all, there is a limit. One doesn't care to marry one's niece to a nonentity.
A nonentity? The only son of James R. Garfield, a nonentity?
And that is only the first of our objections. After all, you know, you are merely an American millionaire.
And wait! Let me tell you that my family... Hello! Hello! So, that's the kind of a son I've raised, eh? You're neither a gentleman nor a scholar. You're a nonentity.
Did Cecily say that?
No, Lady Bonnell. She forbids you to see her niece again.
Well, that's that. After all, she is the daughter of an English baronet. Suppose we must look pretty crude to them.
Crude? Blast at the history of our nation's written around our name. Have they never heard of the Garfield Act?
They have. They probably thought it was a family of acrobats. Oh, by the way, Dad, what is the Garfield Act?
Why, it had something to do with something or another, and it was a big thing.
Mm-hmm. I say, Bill, aren't you taking a bit of a chance?
Possibly. But the surest way to make him want Cecily is to convince him that we don't think the boy's good enough for her.
Quite. Do you mind if I have another bit of toast now?
Well, she's not going to talk to me like that.
What can you do? She hung up on you, didn't she?
Nonentity. By George, I'm going to make her prove it.
Oh, forget it. The whole thing's impossible.
Impossible? Nothing's impossible. The only way to surmount an obstacle is to attack it and fight it and destroy it. I've done it all my life. Tell me, Dick, do you love that girl?
There'll never be anybody else.
Well, for the love of jumping Jehoshaphat, why don't you do something about it?
I'm going to.
You know, my dear, if they should get married, it'll be thanks to you.
My dear Reggie, most marriages are engineered. Why did you marry your late lamented wife?
Oh, I haven't the foggiest idea. Oh, yeah. Come in.
Thanks. Tony told us we'd find you here. Take off your hat and sit down, Keogh. Hi, lady.
Have you any objection to removing your own hat?
You're perfectly right, lady. You're perfectly right. Tony told us that we'd find you here, but I thought he was trying to give us the old runaround. But here you are.
Yeah, here you are.
Stop that munching. To what may we attribute this unannounced visit?
I'm coming to that, Duchess. I'm coming to that.
I'd ask you to be brief.
Sure. All you gotta do is sign this here order, see?
What order?
The order for the booze you're gonna buy. Just look at them prices. Why, I've been in this profession for 12 years. and I never seen anything like them. Here, just sign on the dotted line. Well, what do you think of?
My good man, if you were giving liquor away, I wouldn't allow a bottle of it to enter our establishment.
Oh, lady, you're making this awful complicated for me and Keyhole. I'm here to sell liquor, and you two are going to buy it. Them's the Colonel's orders.
Yeah, the Colonel's orders.
Thank you for the information. My reply is still no.
No?
Finally and emphatically, no.
Quite. Well, quite or no quite. That was the Colonel's orders. And when the Colonel hears about this, something's liable to happen to you two.
What may we expect?
Lady, the works.
Or else.
Or else.
Yeah, or else.
You heard him, Keel. Come on.
Well, I must toddle along. Pretty ingenious, isn't it? Yeah.
Boats and saddles. Yeah, just a minute.
For me?
Yeah.
Are you there? Lady Bonnell speaking. Yes. We open tonight? I'm sorry. I can't accept any more reservations. Officer, what was that nonsense you were saying about a license?
You people forgot to renew your old restaurant license. You better take care of it, lady. Otherwise, a squad from the station house is liable to drop in when you don't want it.
A raid?
A raid.
Can I depend on that?
You certainly can. Say, this tastes like nothing but straight ginger ale.
It is. That's all we're going to serve here.
Well, wait till the boys at the station house hear about this.
Say, Nutty, what's the idea of pouring good alcohol in those ginger ale bottles?
It's for that new Boots and Saddle Club that's opening tonight.
Oh, so Lady Houston is finally going to sell booze, eh?
Yeah, but she don't know nothing about it yet.
You don't know nothing about it yet?
No dame, no matter who she is, can roust the Colonel around and get away with it. She's going to sell liquor and like it.
Yeah, and like it.
Get up! Albert! Albert!
Yes, sir.
Where's my son?
It's gone out, sir.
Out, eh? My coat, my hat, my stick, my car.
Yes, sir.
Hurry up!
I'd like you to know my friends, Senator and Mrs. Murray.
Delighted, Mrs. Murray.
Lady Bonnell, this is an honor.
It's a grand slam, Senator. Anthony,
Righto.
you show the party to their table?
Sure, right this way, folks.
You mean to tell me all these people are here just because a couple of English titles run the place? Oh, that's a lot of baloney.
I hope they do repeal 18th Amendment so I can stop drinking.
As long as they keep making ginger ale like this, it's good enough for me. Whoopee!
All right, let's sing a little song.
All right, let's sing.
Here he comes, Sir Reginald Withers himself.
Oh, hello. You're the fellow that wasn't the detective, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down. It's a nice place, isn't it?
Not bad. Now, I want to talk to you about it. Oh, yes, Sir Reginald Withers, Miss Guckle.
How do you do, Miss Guckle?
Hey, Withers, you remember when I made you an offer to buy this place?
Oh, vaguely. You tore up the check, didn't you?
Yeah, is the place still for sale?
Oh, I suppose so. I'd have to ponder that, though. Hey, who's that fellow beckoning to me over there?
That's one of our most important judges.
Really? No, I mean the intoxicated fellow.
That's still the judge.
Well, I'll have to go and put him out.
Just a moment, about that deal.
I'm sorry, old chap, but I'm afraid I got to put you out.
What for? I'm only playing horsey.
Yes, I know, but you know, you're drunk and all that sort of thing.
Well, I don't mind. If you promise to put me out yourself. And gently.
So gently. Get up. Come on. Tony, a hat for the judge. Now, Tony, how do you hold them when you throw them out?
Huh? Oh.
Oh, see, now, let me do it, because I promised him I would. All right, Tony, open the door. There you are.
Good night.
Good night, boy.
Nice work, Chief. Nice work.
Thanks. Hello, Bill.
My dear Reggie, you can't throw a judge out.
Why not?
Well, it simply isn't done.
Isn't it? Well, I've created a precedent.
I was hoping he'd remain until the police arrived.
The police are coming?
We're going to be raided.
Raided? Well, nothing can be done to stop it.
We don't want to stop it. To the finest kind of publicity.
Huh? Oh, I know. It'll be raided.
Well, there's nothing whatever to worry about. It's merely a matter of the restaurant's license, a small fine, and columns of the most beautiful notoriety.
Racehorse?
No, he's sire with the Derby winner, but we haven't raced him.
Miss Withers.
Yes, Tony? Please excuse me.
There's some friends of yours outside from London.
Who are they?
Sir, Duke, Mr. and Mrs. The taxi driver told me, but I forgot.
Never mind, I'll go out and see for myself.
Hi, Sam.
Who are you? I'm Mr. Garfield.
Go home. What do you want?
Let me in.
Nothing doing. The last time I let you in, I had to throw you out.
What's the trouble, Tony?
Well, it's old man Garfield. He's trying to crash the gate again.
Oh, well, let him in. He probably wants to apologize.
Come in.
I want my son.
I can't imagine what for.
Well, is he here?
I haven't seen him.
Well, I'll wait. He'll be here sooner or later.
Sensible fella. Now, look here, if you'll promise to behave yourself, you can come in and sit down. Sit here. Sorry, I can't offer you anything but ginger ale.
Good. I've never touched a drop of liquor in all my life.
Don't blame you. I don't dabble in it myself. Waiter. That's 2 bottles of ginger ale, please.
That's quite a novelty. A lot of innocent fun, pleasant surroundings.
Right, then.
It only goes to prove that human beings can enjoy themselves without liquor.
And we absolutely refuse to serve any.
Right. You know you've grown in my esteem 100 proof. I mean 100%.
Well, you're not a bad fellow yourself, except for your nasty temper.
You hit it. That's my failing.
You know, you ought to relax.
By George, I will relax.
You think you could relax with a little less effort?
Sure. Absolutely. Waiter!
More ginger ale.
Yes, sir.
And don't keep us waiting. By Jove, are we relaxing?
Hey, Captain. Do you want to speak to Dr. Wilcox, that civic improvement guy?
No, but I guess I'd better. He packs too much of a drag. Hello?
This is Dr. Wilcox. Two of our society's agents report that the Boots and Saddle Club are serving liquor in ginger ale bottles. Yes. To anyone. We can't permit such flagrant violations.
Why, of course not, Doctor. I'll see to it right away. Take the wagon, Lieutenant. You'll be coming back with the load.
Okay. All right, boys, come on.
And if they promise to behave, I'll fix it up for them so they can open again next week.
Get Dr. Wilcox on the phone and tell him the raiding squad is on its way over there.
Hey, fun, eh? What is your name, Garfield?
Jim.
Jim? Yeah, Jim. Sit up for the ditch, Jim.
That's no ditch, that's some fence.
Well, lift it over. Come on.
How can Miss Cecily or anyone else get out of here without you seeing her?
Well, a cab drove up and the party wanted to see someone and...
Well, what made you tell Miss Cecily it was she who was wanted?
I told Miss
Two people standing in the stall heard you.
Well...
Who was in the cab?
I didn't see.
You're lying. Of course. Come into the office.
Oh, excuse me. Lady Bonnell, about this place. Now, I'm ready to offer you...
Thank you. Later, perhaps.
Say, how long did it take you to teach him that street?
Well, I didn't teach him. It came natural to him. It's an instinct. Every time Wellington sees a hat, he steps in. Oh, no, excuse me.
Cecily has disappeared.
Oh, no.
And Tony knows something about it.
Search him.
I'm going to find out what it is. Come into the office.
Yeah, come on. Jim, nervous? Why?
I suppose every girl is the first time she's married.
Will it be the last?
You know it will.
Then what are you worrying about?
Well, there's Aunt Beulah and Father.
Oh, don't worry about them. They're going to have plenty of money soon. Enough to save the old homestead and put a new coat of paint on it.
How do you know?
Well, you know this fellow Stevens, the one that's been trying to buy the place?
Yes?
Well,
Going car 49, going car 49. Go to the Boots and Saddle Club on Cherry Lane. The Boots and Saddle Club on Cherry Lane. Violation of liquor enforcement. Stand by to assist raiding squad. That's all.
Driver, Boots and Saddle Club. Forget the traffic laws. I'll take care of the fine.
Now, you'll talk to us or you'll talk to the police. Which shall it be?
Well, why didn't you say so? You see, it was like this. This guy Garfield...
Garfield?
No, not him, the kid.
Cecily! Auntie. Darling.
Nice going, kid. Nice going.
Thanks, Tony.
We are no... Oh, naughty.
Splendid. Darling.
Chip off the old block. I'm proud of you, my boy.
Okay, Dad. Listen, folks, we've got to get out of here quick. The police are going to raid the place.
I think perhaps I can do something about it.
Hey, Professor. Play something for a wedding. Make it hot.
Okay. 17, boys. Make it hot now.
Bueller, Bonnell. There you are. There's your bill of sale. Duly signed and witnessed.
And here's a certified check for $30,000.
Correct?
And the balance in cash.
Oh, I see. We shall have to go to my office to count all that.
Okay.
Well, if my son married your daughter and you're Sir Reginald Withers, what's that make me?
You're still Jim.
Well, that'll make me partner in Wellington, don't it?
No.
Well, I'll buy him.
No, I couldn't sell Wellington. But you can come over someday with a hat and play with him, huh?
Goody, that's your promise.
All right, boys. All we want is the proprietor and enough evidence to satisfy Dr. Wilcox.
I'm looking for the boy. Are you the proprietor?
That's a lie. She's the proprietress.
I beg your pardon. He's the proprietor.
No, I'm only the agent. He's the proprietor. Well, are you the...
We'll have a drink on the house, will you?
I suppose you're the proprietor, too.
Yes, Father. Do you want to buy the place?
Trying to twist me around, are you? Come on, the wagon's waiting.
Hold on, Lieutenant. I own the place. Stevens bought it for me.
And who did you buy it for?
For me.
Ah, come on. Let's go down to the station. Maybe the judge owns it.
Oh, I know the judge. I put him out of here.
Come on, get going, get going. I've had enough of this foolishness. Come on, now, get out of here. A bunch of comics, Captain, so I'm taking them all in.
That won't be necessary.
Well, we've got to take somebody in, or we'll have that Dr. Wilcox in our hair again.
Well, meet Dr. Wilcox.
Dr. Wilcox?
All right, Lieutenant. It wasn't I who telephoned.
The Colonel and his syndicate framed the whole thing, so just forget it.
Thanks, Captain. Come on, dear, we'll have to hurry.
What's the rush?
Just married. We're sailing on the Aquitania at midnight. If we don't hurry, we'll miss it.
Taxi! We'll go with you and we'll all miss it together.
Reggie, our business here is finished. Why don't we sail with them?
Splendid,
First class?
Of course, just a moment.
You'll never make it in the cab at this hour.
Well, what are we going to do?
Well, allow me. Courtesy of the police department.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
Help me out.
Yes, certainly.
Come on.
I'll come right in
Come on,
there.
Reggie.
I'm going to. All right, get right in.
Come on, Reggie. Hurry. Hurry, dear.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.